Do you have any advice for meditation? I know, you started giving classes in your home on how to meditate. How important meditation is with following our sixth sense, as you say?
Well, I think it's essential because your sixth sense is subtle. It doesn't interrupt. And meditation quiets those other voices. It quiets your fears. It quiets your emotions. It even quiets your body down. But a lot of people think meditation is this very rigorous assignment, and you have to go into some altered state, and they become overwhelmed and frightened or discouraged. I like to tell people to consider meditation like taking a visit to sit on God's lap, to just sit and relax in the lap of the Divine Mother, like having a drink at the well. And you don't have to do anything. To meditate is to allow yourself to go back to your spirit and rest. So here's a very good image for learning to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen a pilot light on the stove, or a pilot light on, like a fireplace, or it's just a perpetual burning fire? Mm-hmm. You have that in your heart. And I want you to imagine in your meditation that you just close your eyes, you breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. That lets out tension. Do this a couple of times. And then relax and focus on this inner pilot light with your breath. And see that the world is spinning around and around and around, but nothing intrudes upon that inner flame. But it just burns peacefully and brightly and gets bigger with your breath. Just do this maybe for 3 or 4 minutes. Quietly just watching this pilot light and letting it just amplify with your breath. Maybe for a few minutes in the morning, maybe a few minutes at lunchtime, and a few minutes at night. And then once you get that few minutes and you feel kind of quiet, just ask your spirit, what guidance do you have for me now?
Mm-hmm.
Not ultimately, not forever, but simply, what guidance do you have for me now? And then just listen with your heart and your breath. If you get something, great. If you don't worry. You may get up and go on your day, and 20 minutes later, you get guidance. But what that does is it opens the door for intuition to come in. It puts you in a receptive state. So you may get an instant sort of impulse or idea or feedback, but you'll get it.
And then there's also the creative visualization, or is that not to be confused? Do you think we can visualize too during the meditation some things that we'd like to manifest?
There's different types of meditation.
Yeah.
One is the meditation where you go just for guidance, and then there's the meditation for visualization.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like to encourage people, and I use this in my book, to imagine that you're fishing for that visualization meditation, and you just throw your fishing rod out and you reel in the perfect love, or you reel in the wonderful car, you reel in the magnificent home, or the glorious job. But imagine that you're fishing for it, and it's like a sport. And every time you reel it in, it's a little bit more specific. It's just, if you get the car, then throw your fishing pole and put in, well, what color car, and how does it smell, and what does the leather feel like? If it's leather, is it open? Does it have an open top? What does my hands feel like on the handlebars? Where would I go in this car? Where do I want to go first? Where do I want to drive? What temperature will it be?
Experience.
Right, and the key is have fun.
Mm-hmm.
The key is engage your feeling center,
Mm-hmm.
so that it feels good to you. Because we don't create in our thinking center, we create in our feeling center. And so we want to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our meditation for intuition and our meditation for feeling good. They're very different, and they kind of work together. So maybe you can do your feel good in the morning, and you're listening at noon, and a little feel good and a little listening at night. But pretty soon you'll enjoy it. It's like taking a vacation.
Yeah, and then doing less, maybe pausing instead of running around, and
Slowly, and if you're
slowing down and taking the time to listen.
You're right, and I encourage my students, if you cannot slow down your life, slow down your breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we get rushed, we stop breathing, and then your life contracts and you go into fear. So if you just breathe, and the way to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, it stretches time.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you the time you need to attend to the things that support your heart and your authentic self. It gives you the space you need to hear your intuition, to feel your intuition. And that you can always do.